I center my consciousness in the source of my being, that infinite source of light, love, peace, goodness, wisdom, vitality. I stay centered there with my being, that every thought that emerges, every word, every action that flows from my consciousness be of the light, not of the darkness, but of the light, bringing peace, love, and harmony to my world. I give thanks for all the blessings that I've been receiving and pray to continue to receive. My pledge is to continue to remain devoted to that inner power. That moves my being. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaskar everyone and welcome to this Sunday. Always a joy to meet with you. And remember, I'm not just looking at your form. I'm relating to your energies. I'm not just looking at your form, your appearance, your outer appearance. I'm relating to your fields. It's an amazing universe. No end of amazement, fascination, wow. If only you can open your eyes to see it. There is complete order in the universe, no chaos. Even though it may appear so. Complete order, no chaos. The universe is in a state of duality, the created universe, the manifested universe, and it needs duality to exist. Just like we need a positive and negative pole for energy to flow in electricity and in magnetism. So too the entire universe needs that polarity for the flow of energies. You have male and female. You have positive, negative, you have light, you have darkness. And darkness is not an entity by itself, it's just the absence of light. And the tendency of light is to, when it comes from a source, is to bring back its potential from the darkness. But what I want to say to you today, the message that is in my mind, is how little faith we have when it comes to believing that this universe is fully operating in divine order. We constantly stress about the things that are happening around us. Thinking that there is darkness. It's just the absence of light. Thinking that there is darkness somewhere. It is when we fail to bring the light in that darkness seems to be there. Everything in your universe, everything that appears before you, every action is happening according to a law of cause and effect, action and reaction. Everything that is happening in your space, even how your physical body is, the family that you've been born in, the area that you've been born in, the relationships that come to you and you create, they're all driven by the karmic play. And nothing is out of order. All the challenges in the space, all the fears you have, all these are all self-created. All the universe does, it veils you for the play and let you go. You create everything else. All the pain is what you have created. And the universe has just veiled you for the play, not allowing you to see. But it is right behind your every move in total support. That's why it has veiled you. Knowing that you have everything you need right within you. All you need to do is to find it. But because you are immersed in ignorance and you fail to see it, the ego thinks when it learns a little bit, a little knowledge, it has a little knowledge, it thinks it knows. And it begins to act in that feeling of I know. Creating all the play of darkness. Dark energies. Energies that miss the light. Energies that are operating from a field of ignorance. If only you can see it, then you'll trust completely in the universe. You know, yesterday I walked my dog, right? The beautiful thing about this dog in Tapuvan is that it will go ahead because someone else is leading me physically. The dog would go ahead, but a dog will always come back to see where I am. No matter where it is, it looks back for me. Even if I'm delaying a little bit because of the terrain. This dog is ahead of me. This dog would come back and look for me. Why don't we look for the divine? Why don't we look back in the stress? Why don't we look? The divine is there, somewhere. That's the feeling that I had in all the darkness I was immersed in at 20 years old. Intense darkness. I wanted to leave the planet. I hated life. But with all of that, I knew that there's a power in the universe that is existing and is benevolent. I never lost that. Even as I traveled to India the first time as a young man, 21 years old, I held the faith that everything that is going to happen to me in this journey, from the moment I left my physical home, would be entirely directed by the universe. And so every person I meet, every event, even the con men that I met on the way, even there I saw as part of the divine to teach me to be more careful, more mindful of where I keep my wallet or my belongings in the little bag that I had. I fully trusted the universe. Every person I met on this journey of 4 months in India was divinely sent to me. I saw how the play was orchestrated for my awakening, my growth. And it was just absolutely amazing. I went to India with little money. Those days, foreign currency was little. I could only get a little sum from the bank. And when I first started in India and I had to pay for taxi, I thought, oh my God, I have to go home very quickly. But then I learned to use the buses and the trains, and everything was very cheap. And food was absolutely cheap. I came back with money. Just a few hundred US, and I came back with money. How the universe takes care of you at every turn. The joy for me is solving the puzzle. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If you have a picture puzzle and you have to find the pieces, don't stress if you can't put the pieces together. All the pieces are there. And if you can't do it in 1 day, in 1 hour, as some of you venture to do, wait, you have all the time to put these pieces together. All the pieces are there. So where's the joy of putting this puzzle together? That's how I see life. Everything for our awakening, our growth, our development is there right around us, placed perfectly for us. Even if you think you're going along the wrong way, the divine is right there with you, waiting to help you to come back. But it's playing with you at every turn. It's a play. The divine, it's a hide and seek with the divine. But we have lost the assurance that the divine is there. We want to blame everybody else. He or she is the cause of my sorrow and misery. No, we are the cause of our sorrow and misery. It begins with us and ends with us. It's about nobody else. I learned that very early in the game. That my advent on the planet is about me being liberated and not about anybody else around me. Why should I worry about them? If they don't change, if they're not doing what I'm doing, I only need to think about me and liberating myself from ignorance. Don't get caught up in the stories of others. We are so caught up in the stories of others. Even what's happening in the US, for all of us, it's a matter of concern, right? Because it's such a powerful country. Or when I look at it, I see the karmic play. And I'm enjoying observing this karmic play, knowing that the outcome is already governed by the universe. So there is no stress in me when I look at this. I am just looking at how the universe is orchestrating with everyone this perfect play. Of course, the result is going to be perfectly in the hands of the divine. And it's responsibility of the people. So even though you're praying, what is going to happen is an act of the divine in the play with all the people of that country. So don't get caught up with the things around you, thinking that it is out of order. Don't stress yourself. Trust in your universe. Stay close to your universe. Stay connected to your universe. Conscious co-creation with the universe is what I offered to you in the 40 days of 2020. It's an amazing, amazing collection of videos, of talks, and we are editing the writings. It is all about display. So trust. Don't operate in ignorance and think that the play is out of order. The play is not out of order. The play is in complete divine order. No matter what is happening, and you can't die even if your body is malfunctioning. You either put it back together, and if it can't happen, you exit. There's a way to exit the body without fear. Kalyani from our wellness center did it. Vyas from Holland did it. They exited this world without fear. My mother did it. No fear. Before Kalyani passed away, she said, Guruji, some process is happening inside of me. I'm going to just let go of the body and just follow this process inside of me. She said, stay with me. That was the last email she wrote to me. And she connected to the inner. In 3 days, Kalyani was gone. And I got pictures of the process, so I know that she was just in the inner space. Those are things that I celebrate. Of Yashri from Holland, when I heard the last moment, it was just so sweet. His son is telling him, go Dad, let go, don't worry about us, we'll be fine. Shankari also did the same thing. And he was telling her in the last moments how beautiful the relationship was and how much gratitude he felt. And the last retreat I was with him, he was just saying, I'm looking forward to seeing how I'm going to leave this body. It was in Ireland. Beautiful souls. So we shouldn't even fear death. But work hard to keep the body energized and healthy and well, because you want a fit vehicle in the journey. And even if it's not working perfectly, once it's carrying you, that's the more important thing. You try to keep it in good condition as best as you can. It belongs to nature. It's not for you to keep forever. It has its own aging process. So it's a wonderful universe. No matter what you think, it's a wonderful universe. The tool is to use your mind power. The mind is the forerunner. The mind is the most important thing. If you lose control over the mind, then lots of misery will come. Learn to manage your mind. And you do it by developing more awareness. And you do it from staying beyond the mind. Not in the mind, but beyond the mind. And that's what I teach you. Come into that witness that is beyond the mind. And let the Kundalini, let the evolutionary power help you. She's standing there with you. Invoke her presence and support, and she will take you on the journey. That's what she did with me. I held complete faith in her, and my journey was not a journey of misery. It was a journey of excitement, joy, just staying in total connection with her. Beautiful co-creation with her. That's what I had. From the moment of awakening to the moment of freedom. Beautiful co-creation with her. That's what I teach. The Shaktipat Kundalini Mahayoga. That's what I teach. The power of the presence of the masters. The awakening of the Kundalini and evolutionary energy, being guided by it at every turn, and letting her guide you to freedom. That's what I teach. So have faith in the universe. Have faith in the power that lies within you. Invoke the light within you. Don't stay in the darkness. Trust in that light, as feeble as it may appear. Trust in it. It's going to lead you to the fire, that you may take off all the rags and burn them, and let your golden form glow, radiate from and in the light. You are light beings. You're not darkness. You come from the fire, from the center of the light. So this brings me to the end of the talk, but not to the end of the beauty of presence and oneness and connection with you. The computer may shut off, but my connection with you doesn't. So stay with me in that beautiful connection of oneness. You and me and you, in the energy space. Let's celebrate oneness. And know that the universe is in an amazing play. Don't stress about it. Try to understand it. And when it comes to your own life, put the puzzle together. See all the pieces in the play around you. It's perfectly orchestrated. Put it together and fill the puzzle that you can see clearly the beauty of the play. It's an amazing puzzle, putting the pieces together. Everything is there. Nothing is missing. Every piece of the puzzle is there. Put it together. See it. Freedom and joy awaits you. That's your destiny. Don't stress. Have a blessed Sunday, everyone, wherever you are. Stay in the light. My soul bows to you. Namaskar.